Hi everyone, good morning. It is great to be here in Toronto. Today we will be speaking about Ecards and if they're irrelevant or not. We'll be discussing how to maximize the eCard page, streamline engagement, and drive operations. We're going to do some introductions. A little bit about myself. My name is London Metton. I'm a technical consultant for Zuri Group. I also have the title of functional consultant, digital consultant, project manager, etc. I have given myself the unofficial title of technical problem solver. So if you have a problem and would like to discuss it, I would love to help you find a solution. And I've been working with Jeff here, so I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Jeffrey, and I'm the Senior Digital Marketing Manager with World Animal Protection Canada. I've been with the organization for about 7 years, so if you don't mind switching over, I'll just tell you a little bit about it. So World Animal Protection Canada is the Canadian arm of the global nonprofit organization World Animal Protection. Our mission is to move the world to protect animals, and we do much of that through advocacy and mobilization. Engaging Networks has been a great system to engage our supporters, give them a great experience, and to help integrate our marketing and fundraising. It's also enabled us to streamline and help maintain processes while empowering more people to build in the system. We work with JMG's solution to support the data flow between Engaging Networks and our CRM Razor's Edge, and we worked with Zuri Group to support our Engaging Network setup and to develop our donation pages. And we're pretty lucky. We were lucky enough to get them to work with us again on this integrated eCard page. And so with that, I will pass it over to London.
Awesome, thank you. A little bit about Zuri Group. Zuri Group provides strategic technology consulting and expertise for nonprofits. We've been around since 2007 and have been an Engaging Networks accredited partner since 2015. Our comprehensive solutions help clients leverage technology to build strong relationships with their constituents and achieve their fundraising goals. I've been with Zuri for around 3 years, and I've been working with Jeff for around 2. And it was about 2 years ago that Jeff approached me and brought their eCard experience to me with ideas to enhance the functionality and the user journey. So we're going to discuss how that was actually going back then.
All right, I will start with a little bit of history to share some context. Long ago, in the time before we were using Engaging Networks, we had a symbolic giving program and e-commerce website. As part of the website, we were able to offer e-cards at a fixed price point of $20. These e-cards were part of our annual symbolic giving campaigns for Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and the holiday season. We made the decision to sunset our symbolic giving program, and that meant that we also ended our e-commerce website. Fast forward to Engaging Networks, and we were excited about the eCard module. We wanted to be able to offer these to our supporters, especially on those holidays. We tried the out-of-the-box eCards and made some custom styling, but it just didn't engage people in the way that we wanted. We also had some interesting ideas to include eCards in the donation experience, but what we really wanted was an integrated donation and eCard experience. And with that, I will pass it over to London.
So when Jeff first came to me, I said, okay, let's identify the issues. The major issue being eCard standalone pages were not standing out for them. So how could we drive engagement? How could we keep the supporter on one continuous user journey and allow them to support their organization and donate any given amount? Well, our solution, we combined the 2 pages. Why not? So we took a regular donation form and we were able to create a customized experience that was better than either of the 2 pages on their own. How did we do this? By using key features of Engaging Networks. So we used dependencies for some hide and show functionality in tributes, and I'll show you some later examples. We also use the page chaining functionality to link pages and allow variables to be carried from one donation form to the eCard form. And we also use the flexibility of the page builder to iframe in the eCard into the actual donation form. So is this a simple iframe or is it something more? We developed a solution that allowed World Animal Protection to embed their e-cards into their donation form. We allowed Engaging Networks users like Jeff to manage the e-cards with ease, and we improved the user's experience with instant gratification tributes and gifts. With this solution, they can add and display multiple different types of e-cards, depending on if it's in memorial, in celebration, or another type of holiday. So let's see it in action.
All right, so we're very excited that we can offer eCards to our supporters that were previously giving in this way. And we're excited that we can promote these eCards on holidays and as evergreen offerings through the year. We've been able to develop some fun and appealing creative through GIFs that we've displayed through the eCard thumbnails and emails. And we've been able to include some storytelling about our impact in the eCards. Maybe we could switch over and show the page. Oops. This is, we've got it done up for Mother's Day right now, so you can see the little GIFs and the moving creative. The donation page, well, it is a donation page, so you can get right into the donation. And it does have the space to enter the eCard information, so donors can personalize it. And it allows you to browse through the tabs, browse through the eCards, and even preview the eCard with all of your personalizations. So the build itself is easy enough to manage. In the back, we can actually show you the back end. So it's one page for the user, but there are two Engaging Networks pages. What's open right now is the donation page, and we edit the page text and the donation amounts on the donation page like any other donation form. And we edit the eCards labels and tabs on the eCard page, which there is a code block on this donation page that iframes in the eCard page. It's just second from the bottom. This one? Yeah, if you click edit. And so you'll see in the eCard page, the way that Zuri's developed it is, it's just the eCard module, which you can add eCard emails and thumbnail in the typical way that you would with Engaging Networks. And then there's a code block on the page that sorts the eCards into tabs and also adds the labels. Another exciting thing that Zuri did was made it AOTA compliant. So additionally, when somebody makes a donation, Zuri has made it possible to capture the eCard tab and label text and save it in one of our transactional fields. In our case, we're using external reference 6, so that we're able to track which card was selected in the transaction report. So we officially launched these pages last December with our holiday eCards, and we have a promotion on our website, and we included a promotion in our December e-news, not too far from our holiday match appeal promo. And it was a soft launch, but we deemed it a success for a few reasons. First, we received no complaints, but we did receive a few compliments from happy donors. Our volume was about 28 donations, but the average gift was $69.64, with the highest gift at $100 plus tip jar. And we also launched our tribute and celebration eCards, and without promotion, people found them on the page just by navigating through the tabs, and we saw that some people did purchase some. As a last note, it's also quite easy for us to do this again for other holidays and where we don't have other appeals running. So we're looking to expand our promotions, both evergreen to promote the eCards and promotions for timely opportunities like these holidays. So since our soft launch for the holidays last year, we have launched promotional campaigns on Google and Bing, and we're identifying opportunities in our email calendar for some dedicated promos. Maybe one day soon we'll be looking at our text messaging calendar. We'll also be looking at new opportunities around things like awareness days, where we can create eCard creative and stories for specific species or issues to promote them on relevant awareness days. We often create content for those days to be part of the conversation and to be relevant. And so this way will help us stand out and also help us to raise awareness and drive donations. And we're also talking about how this medium of an eCard email, how we can really improve the storytelling through other content like videos and reports. The solution is very flexible and offers a lot of opportunity for a really great and immersive user experience. And with that, I will pass it back to London.
Thank you. So, other organizations that are using eCards in awesome ways. The Nature Conservancy has a choose as you donate, so they allow you to select from one of 3 different eCards that they offer on their donation forms. African Wildlife and Chorus International are both offering a tribute embedded by choice. So if you choose to donate in memorial and tribute of someone, they give you the option to send an e-card, do not notify, or even Chorus, I believe, has, African Wildlife Foundation has the ability to send direct mail. So bringing in all of those channels. So how can we make eCards relevant again? Let's reframe how we talk about them first. It's an instant gratification deliverable. You are providing an instant gratification service to your donor that has gone through and they're not waiting to receive a gift or receive that autoresponder. It gets sent. When we start to reframe them as an instant gratification tribute or gift, the meaning becomes so much more than just an e-card. How can other organizations use this to their advantage? Well, we've already seen memorial and honor donation acknowledgement. We've seen it be used in celebration giving, and we've even talked to some clients about using it as a gift membership promotion. While there may be some initial challenges and adjustments when integrating your new tool and technology into your donation process, we believe that the benefits and rewards of using eCards far outweigh any of the potential difficulties. By incorporating eCards into your donation forms, you can streamline your processes, offer more engaging and personalized experiences for your donors and supporters, and increase donations by allowing the user to choose their own giving amount. Additionally, you can use these eCards as a way to spread your awareness about your cause, inspire action beyond just giving for the holidays, and other celebrations. I'm really excited to present this solution to you guys, and think about the other possibilities of ways to use eCards in the future. So yeah, ready for questions.
Great. Thank you so much for that. eCards are definitely one of those places where, over the years of being at Engaging Networks and wanting people to find just a really nice opportunity to use them, I think that really kind of highlights thinking about them, not kind of in like this static way that we kind of associate them, I think, a lot with almost like a Web 1.0 approach to engagement, right? Oh, we're sending someone a picture, like how nice, right? And it's really kind of reframing an old tool to be used in a new way. I didn't know if you wanted to talk more on that. I mean, I felt like that was like the core of your presentation.
Yes, definitely. I feel like by reframing this position of putting the person, like, you're not just sending an e-card, you're sending this gift to someone, and the way that they use creatives and took our solution to the next level by integrating gifts, I feel like is a really great way to bring that experience to a person who might not even know about your cause.
I'll also say that we've just been thinking of so many interesting ways that we can use it in different parts of our business. So our legacy person, for example, she's looking at that as an opportunity to reach out to people and create that introduction or a touch point to open up a conversation. So we're thinking like, hey, we're creating these eCard creatives. We're talking about the kind of impact. Let's start thinking about all the different channels that we can use it. So I love the direct mail idea as well. That was really good.
So a question that came in here is, oops, there we go. Do you have donors emailing you that they didn't receive the e-card? How do you handle sending them an e-card again? Can you do print at home cards?
Yeah, we have not had any issues with the delivery. We've had hundreds of people send e-cards for the different holidays or reasons. So no issues, but we do have the functionality to just go into the e-card system and send an e-card. So we actually do have an internal facing e-card page that allows us to send an e-card with whatever configurations that we want in case there is an issue and somebody doesn't receive it or something.
Since it is using the out-of-box e-card, it is very functional, like Jeff said. Using it as the internal form is an easy solution.
Yeah, and I think that's taking the best of, leveraging what you have, customizing on top of that, so you don't lose a core functionality like, oh, I want to be able to resend this e-card, right? Like, if you use the e-card system out of the box, like, you can resend the e-card. But if you try to do a complicated, customized solution, even if that may potentially match like 99% of your needs, you then all of a sudden realize like, oh wait, we can't do some core functionality that we expected to be able to do or what we think we should be able to do pretty easily. What about, oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'll also add that we did have more than a few people send multiple e-cards to different recipients, and they were very successful in doing that. So even going back through the process a number of times, no issues.
Got it. And then do you do any kind of print card work at World Animal Protection?
We do some thank you cards as part of like a stewardship, but nothing kind of connected to the symbolic giving or e-card aspect.
Yeah. So what I can tell you is that if you're using the Engaging Networks e-commerce, there is an option to do a print versus send an e-card. So it has both those options tied into it, just depending on what your organization's needs might be. The next question that we had in is, you're collecting lots of interesting data from your e-card page. How do you plan to leverage this data going forward?
Yeah, the best part about all of this is that the e-card selection gets captured in the transaction report, so we can find all of that through our Engaging Networks reports, but it also goes through JMG's solution to Razor's Edge, our CRM. So any analysis done through the CRM also includes that info. So it's really allowing us to see which creative, which cards, which label text, which represents the text in the e-card, so that we can know which is performing best and we can optimize. Mm-hmm. So we started off with some e-cards that we had used in our previous program, and then we tried some new ones, which is where we started to use the GIFs, and the GIFs were wildly successful, and the kind of static old creative was not, and we just wouldn't have known that without that ability to report on that. So that's just some of the early things that we're doing, but with some of these other ideas, it'll be good to verify, validate that it actually works.
Yeah, yeah. London, this may be more a question for you. World Animal Protection has the benefits of being an animal-centered organization, right? Animals are cute. Animals look good on pictures, right? You might not be an animal organization. You might be dealing with civil rights, right? You might be dealing with refugee, resettlement, right? So you have all these charities that might not have like a cute animal they can throw on an e-card. And so what have you seen some people use around the content of the e-cards when they might not be able to just like throw like a really cute like puppy on it?
We have seen some people create just content images with some text,
Mm-hmm.
So being able to send just an image with your messaging, or if it's something in remembrance, we want to be conscious about those types of things. So I believe even you guys did a little bit of case study around the in memoriam giving, and you kind of framed it a little bit different. Same with your Mother's Day giving. You were really conscious about the way that you kind of display your Mother's Day, because not all of us have our mothers around, so that is something we need to be conscious of and be kind of careful to give people the option to honor their mother, but also for those that cannot, we want to be conscious about it.
Yeah.
I'll add that we're an animal welfare charity, but you may not know this, but animal agriculture is one of the top drivers of climate change. So this is we're thinking about how we can use this as an opportunity to be more involved in some of those other conversations, and also, again, help to drive awareness, but also some donations. So we're thinking about creative to show kind of the smog around factory farms and things like that. So we are looking at going beyond that, but as London was saying, the ability to offer all of these e-cards in tabs that are next to each other allows people to kind of browse through the offerings. And with Mother's Day as an example, we wanted to be very sensitive about the wording, but also offer e-cards for people that maybe didn't fit the traditional Mother's Day wording. And so we have another tab for e-cards with love. And so we mentioned in our wording, we're very sensitive about the wording and that, the e-cards, so that you can send them to somebody who you love or that's been supportive, whether it's an aunt or a grandmother or even just somebody else in your life. So the ability to have that all-in-one experience means that we can go beyond just that one category or that one conversational topic.
How evergreen are the e-card structures that you're building up?
Currently, the page that we showed you is the only page.
Cool.
So if a donor were to find an old email, they would still find that page. We do take down some creative that has maybe past its time, but we've also found that some can just stay up there. So we are also looking at what's selling well and seeing what may be good to leave up as an evergreen offering. It's still pretty early in the journey, but we are thinking like that, and we have all the right data to make sure that we're making those informed decisions.
I think one of the things that I've ran into over the years of working with clients when it comes to building out an e-card page is I think they get kind of nervous about the amount of content they have to create for it. And it's like, oh, we're going to have an e-card page. That means that we're going to have to create copying content for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Earth Day, Flag Day, Canada Day, like all these different days. I think one of the things that we try and emphasize is just get the initial one set up with some really great stock imagery, stock copy. And then, we are going to run a Mother's Day campaign because our direct mail folks are going to be running a Mother's Day campaign. We can use some of that copy, right? We can use some of that content that's already being created. We can just move that over into like our digital program, right? And you can be working side by side kind of, with those different teams. I'm not sure if that's something that you all approach with your direct mail folks. Is there a lot of coordination there when it comes to that kind of work?
Absolutely, yeah. We try to, similar to what was shared yesterday, we try to make sure that the creative, the messaging is on all of the different channels, on all the different communications that are going on those different channels. Like I said, when we're talking, like when Pangolin Day comes up, we're creating content, we're talking about that may go into an e-appeal or an engagement email. And so to be able to have this e-card that is something that's just something that people can donate to, but also has that, like London said, that tangible, instant gratification that also acts as an awareness piece, an engagement piece for the other user. So we are thinking about how we can get into direct mail. I didn't think of how we can actually make it a print card as well, so that's really interesting. Yeah, lots of opportunity.
Yeah. What about privacy concerns in terms of I'm sending an e-card to Jeff and just how that kind of works? And are there any concerns there that you've seen?
I haven't actually seen any concerns. I don't know if you've received any feedback from...
Nothing, no negative feedback. It's the same kind of e-card experience that people are used to in that somebody is sending an e-card to the recipient doesn't solicit it, right. It just arrives. We've had good success in knowing that it doesn't land in the junk mail, it lands in either an inbox or the promotions.
I think one of the major things also about this e-card experience is we took out the need for the donor to actually approve the sending of the e-card. So that's one step that we kind of just skip over, and we send it directly to the person that they're honoring or whatever it may be, the recipient. But taking out that extra step, I feel like, has also helped improve that user experience where they're not waiting around for that email to arrive to then approve and then send it out. It's just instant.
Right.
Also, they coded in a send date so we can schedule an e-card to be sent at a date in the future as well. So that's something that the sender has the option to set up. It's a great little calendar interface when you're in the page. Yeah,
well, thank you both so much for that. I do not think that e-cards are irrelevant now, so thank you.
Definitely not.